Hi guys, thanks for clicking on the video today. My name is Maria and I'm back with another video, and this is going to be just another makeup moment with me, Maria. And y'all, today I want to try out the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder. This is their pink shade, and then I also have the One Size On Till Dawn Mattifying Setting Spray. I just want to try these out. I've been hearing so much about these. As far as the pink powder, definitely want to try out the pink powder. Now it said this is their ultra pink powder, ultra pink, and it says it's for fair to medium skin tones. I'm not fair, and I think I'm more of a deep or deep dark skin tone, but I want to try the pink powder out. For one reason, they had it in a mini size, so the only other shades they had in a mini size was the transparent setting powder and the Marigold. And I don't need another yellow powder because I have the Huda Cunifer powder. So I said, let's just try the pink powder. And I'm going to try something real quick. All right, guys. So one thing I wanted to see about this powder, because when I used to watch Patrick Starr, the one thing he used to do with all of his setting powders, because, this was before he had his own brand, he would use other brands. And he liked to get to his powder. So he would take the sifter. He would take this off. And so he can have direct access to the powder. And that's what I just did. I took a knife and I popped that lid off. So I'm glad, because a lot of brands don't, you don't have that option. They have it really sealed in there. So I'm glad to see that he allows for the top, the sifter, to be lifted off so you can get directly to the powder. So I wanted to see if that would work, and it did, and I'm really happy about that. Okay. All right, guys. So, and then you can just put the top back on it and have it like this. So this is going to be kind of like a full face of One Size, because I'm going to be using all of my One Size products. I don't have a One Size concealer, so we'll be using a different concealer. But I have the foundation, I have the setting powder, I have bronzer, I have blush, and I have the setting spray. So let's get started. Okay, guys, so I've already done my skincare. It's really cold here today in Atlanta, and it's early. And I start to feel my skin struggling. So I had to really, really go in with some good moisturizing and hydration. So I went in with my Rose Deep Hydration facial toner after I washed my face. And then I went in with the oil infused serum. I slathered this all over my skin. And then I went in with my Pharmacy. This is the Pharmacy Honey Halo. This is one of my favorite just everyday moisturizers. So yeah, went in with this. And I forgot, I did go in with a little bit of eye cream from the Fresh Black Tea. This is the Age Delay Eye Concentrate. So we use that to get our skin prepped today. So we are ready to apply our primer. And I'm going to just be going in. I don't have a one size primer. I'm going to be using my Dior. This is the Dior Backstage Universal Primer. It feels like a moisturizer, so that's why I wanted to use this one, because it feels really, like I said, moisturizing and hydrating. Y'all, I went kind of light-handed with the primer because I'm almost out, and I'm realizing as it gets colder, I'm really going to have to find me a good hydrating primer. Everything I have is pretty much matte outside of the e.l.f. Halo, not Halo Glow, but it is the e.l.f. Power Grip. Well, it's kind of a natural finish. It's not really matte, but I want something that's really hydrating, because I also tend to go toward my Danessa Myricks Blur and Balm Powder for primer, and y'all know that is really matte, but I love it. So I might have to just incorporate a hydrating primer. I'm going to be on the lookout for that. So guys, we're going to go in with the One Size. This is their Turn Up the Base Full Beat Liquid Foundation. I'm wearing red in honor of the foundation today, y'all. But this is in the shade, I forgot what shade I got. Deep. This is Dark Deep 25N. Dark Deep 25N. Yeah, so we're going to put this on today. And I'm going to be using their Infinity Sponge from One Size, and it's dry, y'all. Now, according to Patrick Starr, if you want a more full coverage finished and you want to use your sponge dry. Honestly, I'm just using the sponge dry today because it's early, it's cold, and I don't feel like getting up to wet the sponge. And I always forget to put on my color corrector for my dark circles under my eyes. All right. All right, so, and I'm going to be doing this kind of fast because like I said, I want to get my day started. I'm not really doing a whole lot, just running a couple of errands and getting, something to eat today. And I'm just going to do this. I have my mirror right here. And I'm trying to make sure I don't put the foundation directly under my eyes because I notice when I put a lot of matte products under my eyes, it just makes my eyes look a little bit crepey or too dry, basically. So I feel like I want a little bit more, but I'm not, because we're not looking. Yeah, I don't know. This is getting stuck. We're not looking for a full beat today, so we just want to look like we take care of ourselves. That's it. Like we spent some time with ourselves this morning. That's all I need, just a little bit. I'm going to put just a little bit more around my mouth because, like I said, that's the area that, tends to, where my makeup tends to disappear first is around the mouth. It's because I be running my mouth so much, talking, eating. And yeah, so we're just going to put a little extra right there. And y'all, I'm not mad about applying my makeup with a dry sponge. I used to always hear, oh, your sponge has got to be wet. It's got to be wet. I think it's just preference because this actually felt pretty good. Just, going on dry. Now I'm going to go in with my Dior Backstage Concealer. This is in the shade 5N. This is a hydrating concealer, natural finish. That's why I wanted to use it. I have sampled the One Size Butter Concealer, and I liked it. I had a sample of it. I really did like it. But the reason why I have not purchased it is, I don't know. The shades of One Size is just a little bit intimidating to me. They're shades. The numbers, the letters, it's just, I don't know. And then at the time I was using my Lancome, which I just felt like I have the Lancome. There's no reason for me to buy, another concealer, at that time. Since then I've purchased more concealers, but I don't know. I'm just one of those type of people, when I find something I like, I typically stick to it, stick with it. But the One Size concealer was always on my list. I just never pulled the trigger. And y'all, for today, like I said, this is gonna be just a regular schmegler everyday look. See, I love this Dior concealer. I really do. I think it would be second under my Lancome. This would be my number two. I love the little brush. Makes it easy to apply.
get on so I can get the shower away.
All right, guys, so now we're going to go in with the one size cheek clappers. I have two shades here. I have Fire Starter and I have Fat Ass. Fire Starter, y'all know, is this pretty red, deep red orange. And then we have Fat Ass, which is it's like a neutral pink, I guess you could say. But since we're using a pink powder today, I'm going to go in with the cream shade in this palette. And I'm going to, before we go in with the powder, I'm just going to put a little bit of the cream blush on and work this out. Y'all, we're finna be using this sponge. That's one reason why I like this sponge. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess you could say 4 sides. So I'm going to use this side. I don't know what this is on here, but I'm going to use this side to just blend out this blush. I think that looks pretty good. Pretty good. All right. So now we're going to go in with the pink powder. Again, this is a loose powder with a matte finish. The formulation on here is 3 different types of powders. I'll put that up on the screen because I don't have my information right in front of me. But it's a formula of 3 different type of powders, like micro spheres, and each type of powder, it does something different. So that's supposed to be why this powder is so popular or so well loved in the beauty community. I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about it, honestly. And if I like this, I am thinking about going back and getting the Ultra Peach. I don't want to get another translucent powder because I already have my favorite translucent powder. It's the Sephora translucent powder. I love that powder, and my MAC Prep and Prime. But I do want to try other loose powders. So I have pink, and then, you know, one size they have their Ultra Peach, and then I think like a light peach. But yeah, I want to try those. But anyway, all right. So let me figure out what tool I'm going to use to get this onto my face. All right, so I'm going to go in. This is my Sephora powder puff, and we're just going to dip down into that powder. I'm going to tap just a little bit off on the back of my hand, so I have about this much. And y'all, I'm learning when I apply powder under my eyes to just press. I don't have to swipe or pat, 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 pat. Just press. Take my time and press. Press, press, press. And maybe because I have this pink cream blush, I don't see where this, oh, I don't see where there's any pink color really. It looks just like a translucent powder. But it is very, very fine. Very finely milled. Very soft. It's supposed to be blurring. I am going to use it to set my eyelids. So as far as the formula, love it. Love it, love it, love it. It is very, very smoothing. It is smooth, y'all. Very blurring. I don't really see the pink color. So I don't know when they say fair to medium skin, I don't know what happens if someone who is darker than me uses it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But it looks good. It feels good on the face. It is matte. So using this with a matte foundation is definitely something to consider if you have dry skin like me. But I'm not worried about it because I feel like we can still bring the face back to life. So yeah. So we did use that just to set the eyes. I'm not going to set the rest of my face with the pink powder. I am going to go in with my Kosas Cloud Set setting powder because it's more of a natural finish. It's not matte. I don't want to put too many matte products on my face. So okay, guys, so I'm going to go in now with some bronzer. Yeah, I did go in and try to do something with my eyebrows. I used this Sephora. This is a Sephora eyebrow pencil in the shade chocolate brown. It's just, I don't know. It's just an eyebrow pencil. I used it just to color in my brows, just to cover up the gray a little bit. I went to get them threaded the other day, and the lady was like, "Do you want an eyebrow tint?" And I was like, "No." She said, "But you have gray hair in your eyebrows." I'm like, "I know that. Thank you, but no thanks." But anyway, so going in with another one size product, we have our one size. This is the Made for Shade Bronze Trio. This is in the shade dark. I have the shade dark. And I'm just going to go in. We're going to just kind of contour the face a little bit. I'm going to try something with this smaller brush. And I'm just going to do one of these numbers. I'm using the cool shading here. So there's a cool shade, a warm shade, and then this light shade. I don't really know what it's for, but yeah, we're just going to. And I'm going to blend it out, but I just wanted to see what that would do. And then I'm going to take just this bronzer brush and I'm going to go in with the warm shade and just try to warm up my face just a little bit more. And y'all, we're going to use the bronzer on our eyes as well. I'm just going to go in with each shade and just kind of create an eye look. Y'all know I love a good multi-purpose product, and this one is definitely it. And I'm going in with that cool shade. I guess you could say to try to create some kind of shape. This is an Amazon brush, y'all, and I really do not like these brushes. I need to get rid of them because they really don't do a whole lot. Y'all, the pillow behind me fell, so I had to move it. But now I'm going to go in with the warm shade here that we use as our bronzer. I'm going to just put this all over. So then what I like to do is just take my little fluffy brush and just kind of go over everything. Now I'm going to go back in with that same cheek clapper, and we use the cream on our cheeks, and now we're going to go in and use some of the powder on our cheeks. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and just take that same cheek clapper blush trio, and we use the cream, so you know we still see that peeking through. I'm going to use this blush brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to take that matte blush and just go over that just a little bit. Just to give us a little something extra. All right, guys, so I have pretty much all of my products on. Let me finish up the eyes just a little bit, and then we'll come back and we will check out the spray, you know, see what the spray is like. Right now, y'all, my face is very matte. Very, very matte. But I think I'm going to be spraying some of my Charlotte Tilbury to kind of, I don't know, add a little bit of juiciness back to the face before we go in with the Until Dawn Mattifying Setting Spray. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so I added some eyeliner. I haven't added any mascara yet because I'm going to go ahead and just spray down with Charlotte Tilbury to see if I can, you know, reverse some of this dryness that is on my face, because I see my forehead, it looks like it's kind of trying to peel a little bit. So like I said, my forehead was looking like it has, you know, little parts of it that was peeling. But like I said, I do have on a lot of mattifying products. And y'all know Patrick Ta is known, that's his brand, is matte, matte, matte. Full coverage matte. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But as a dry skin girl, I do have challenges with that. So, but yeah. So we're going to let this dry down. Then I'll add some mascara. So the face is done. We're done. Okay, I have on mascara, eyeliner, everything is done. So now what I'm going to do is set the rest of my face. So we're gonna go in with this Until Dawn Mattifying Setting Spray. Y'all, this stuff is supposed to be waterproof, sweat-proof, bulletproof. I've seen so many people do the challenges when they spray their face. They dip down into a pool of water and the makeup stays in place. Or they take a shower with the makeup on, the makeup stays in place. I've seen all of that. And definitely for me, this is a summertime. This is a summertime product because I could have used this when I went to Cape Charles. If y'all didn't watch my travel vlog, y'all. Anyway, I went to Cape Charles earlier this year, and Cape Charles, Virginia, and it was hot. It's on the coast, it's on the beach, and I wanted to go and do a photo shoot on the beach. So I did my face, I put on my Dior backstage, thinking it would be sweat proof, it'll hold up. But no, it did not match up to that beach sun, and my makeup immediately started to melt off. And I was like, okay, I need a better setting spray, because the only setting spray I used at the time was the Charlotte Tilbury. Then another thing, another little short story before we try this. So I remember this was a couple of years ago. I went to a restaurant, and it was in the summertime. We were outside. We had to wait to get in, and it was a long line. It was so hot that the people who owned the restaurant was passing out waters and things like that. But there was this lady in line. She was, older lady. She was beautiful, but she had on a ton of makeup, y'all. She had her makeup on, her hair. She was beautiful. Okay, don't get me wrong. But her makeup did not stand up to that heat, because when I tell you that makeup started melting off of her face, and her friends were trying to help her, they were pulling napkins for everywhere and just, wiping her face, like literally pools of sweat and makeup dripping off of her face, and they were trying to help her. It was so, I know she was embarrassed, but I looked at her and I said, oh, that's why I never wore makeup. I would never wear makeup. And then I found myself in Savannah, Georgia with some makeup on. Same thing happened on the beach. Makeup melted off. Cape Charles, makeup melted off. So now I am going to see if this On Till Dawn will, keep my makeup on. Even though today I'm not doing anything, out in the sun. We're in the middle of winter, fall, winter. So anyway, but we're just going to see. We're just going to see what this does. So this is the little can. I have the mini because I didn't know if I would, really like this. And then now they sell a jumbo can, because everybody loves this setting spray. So let's see what happens. I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to spray just a little bit. Okay. Oof. 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 Okay. Oof. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, that would take your breath away. Okay, so one thing I felt immediately, so before I sat down to do my face this morning, y'all, I shaved my face. I shaved my face, or did some dermaplaning, whatever you want to call it, to get the little hairs off of your face. I did that this morning. So immediately when I sprayed this, I felt those little stings. I didn't feel it with the Charlotte Tilbury, but I feel it with this. So right off the bat, I like the way this goes on. It's like a nice mist, but it also feels more like aerosol, like something that can like take your breath away. But I believe it's really gonna hold on to my makeup, and that's what makes it, kind of stay, because it feels like it's cementing your makeup on your face. So we'll see. Like I said, it's cold today. I'm not going to be out in the sun. Like I said, I should have did this in the summertime, but anyway, we're here. So anyway, let me get this hair together, and then we'll close out the video. I'll give you my final thoughts on the powder and the setting. Okay, guys, so I'm getting ready to close out the video, but I just wanted to, the purpose of this video was to come on and just, try out the One Size Ultra Pink setting powder and the On Till Dawn Mattifying setting spray with you guys. I love One Size as a brand. I wish I had more products, from them. But, I'm making little steps as I go along. Right now, y'all know I love the full coverage, full beat foundation. That's what we use today. We also used our cheek clappers, the shade Fat Ass on our cheeks. And we used the bronze trio in the shade Dark. Everything pretty much is one size except for the concealer and the lipstick. But I also use the bronzer trio on my eyes as well. So I do like the brand, but I've been hearing so much about the setting powder. I wanted to just give it a try, and so far I like it. I can see myself going back and buying the Ultra Peach. That's one that I want to try. And then there's another one. I guess it's like a medium deep shade, like the color of my complexion. I want to try that as well. As far as the translucent, I could take it or leave it, because I already have my fave translucent. As far as the yellow, they have a Marigold shade, but I already have the Huda Cunifer. So I'll go back and get that Ultra Peach. But yeah, But I do like this. I think it went on so smooth under my eyes. It looked so good, y'all. And my eyes pretty much are blurred. I mean, I don't really see any creasing or, any unusual creasing or caking or anything like that. It is matte. It's very, very matte. So, like I said, this would be really good during the summertime. Really good during the summertime. Honestly, I'm glad I bought the mini because I don't know how much wear I would get out of this in the winter, because I have dry skin, and in the wintertime, y'all, my skin just acts up extra bad. So I have other products that I really like to use during the wintertime. So I'm glad I got the mini size in this. I may use it up during the wintertime. I don't know. Or I may pick it back up when it starts to get warmer. We're in Atlanta. We don't have a long winter. So, and then the setting spray. I like the setting spray. I like the way it goes on, y'all. It's like a nice aggressive mist, and I feel like my face is set. Now I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray since I started wearing makeup, and that's all I really know. This feels different. This feels like it is sealing in, and it's supposed to be waterproof, sweat proof, everything, and I believe it. Again, a good summertime product. And there were some times this summer I could have used this. But yeah, it feels good going on so far. But my face did get a little bit dry around the forehead. I'm glad I had my Charlotte Tilbury to kind of deal with that, but it took care of it. But even going back on top of that with that mattifying setting spray, my face still looks good. It just looks really, really matte. But it looks good. It looks good. Yeah. So that's it, guys. This was just a fun video. Like I said, I just wanted to come on and try these products out with you guys. And also I realized I don't know how, but I gathered maybe over 100 new subscribers within the last week or so. And I'm like, yeah, I was so surprised. And I haven't had a chance to comment on some of the comments, to respond to some of the comments. And I really need to do that, because I thank you all so much for clicking that subscribe button and subscribing to my channel. It is getting me closer to my goal of being monetized. Y'all, I really, really appreciate it. To everyone that comments on every video, I really appreciate that as well. Thank you so much, y'all. I'm just learning how to do makeup. I am no pro. I am no expert. I'm just trying as I go along. So you'll see me mess up, try some things. It will not look right. But we're just trying. We're just playing. We're getting to know ourselves a little bit better. And just, taking care of ourselves. And, one of the things, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get off of here. I was just thinking back, before, the pandemic, I really wasn't doing a lot to maintain my appearance. And it was during the pandemic that I realized, like, you're kind of just letting yourself fade away because you never take time out for yourself. Now, I don't have children, y'all. I don't have children. I don't have nobody dependent on me to do anything. It's just really just me. And there's no excuse for me not to sit down at some point during the day, the week, the month, and beautify myself. I watched my mom do it, and she worked a full-time job, had to be at work at 6:30. She was up at 4:30 every morning, Monday through Friday, doing her makeup. She had a beautiful just makeup mirror. She would sit in the kitchen. That's where she did her makeup. And I was like, you know what that looks like. So why don't you do it? So I'm so grateful to all the people out here who are content creators, beauty content creators, who really inspire and motivate us, all of us, women, men, whoever, to sit down and take some time and just sit with yourself. And, it's okay to beautify yourself. It's okay to be pretty. It's okay to be pretty. It's okay to be complimented. I see some women who really, they sit in a space of, I do for everybody else, but I don't do anything for myself. And they really wear that as a badge of honor. Well, I do everything for my kids. I do everything for my husband. Oh, I don't do anything. I don't need anything. I don't need I don't need makeup. I see a lot of people do that. A lot of women do that. And I just want to encourage more women to it's okay. It is really okay to take time out for yourself. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay. Even if you just want to sit in front of a mirror and slowly put moisturizer on your face. It's okay. You can do that. You can do that. You can put some lipstick on. You can do that. You can put on some mascara. You can put on a little blush. You can put on some eyeshadow. You can do it. And it's okay for people to compliment you and say, oh, you look real pretty today. You look really nice today. It's okay. You don't have to wear the badge or wear the cape of doing for everybody else and doing nothing for yourself. That's just my little lesson for today. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my new subscribers. I'm going to be coming with some newer content. I have some new products coming and just some new things all the way around because I have ideas in my head. Y'all have ideas. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the next video. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. Leave something really nice in the comment section down below and I'll see you in the next video.